Welcome to the SCP Foundation files. Today's file is on the hard to destroy reptile, SCP-682, Object Class, Keter. The special containment procedures are as follows. SCP-682 must be destroyed as soon as possible. At this time, no means available to the SCP teams are capable of destroying SCP-682, only able to cause massive damage to the reptile. SCP-682 should be contained in a 5 meter by 5 meter by 5 meter chamber, with at least 25 centimeters of reinforced acid-resistant steel plating lining all inside surfaces. The containment chamber should be filled with hydrochloric acid until SCP-682 is submerged and incapacitated. Any attempts of 682 to move, speak, or breach the containment should be reacted to quickly and with full force, as called for by the circumstances at hand. All personnel are forbidden to speak to SCP-682 for fear of provoking a rage state. All unauthorized personnel attempting to communicate with SCP-682 will be restrained and removed by force. Due to its frequent attempts at containment breaches, difficulty of containment and incapacitation, and due to its high threat of Foundation exposure and to the Foundation itself, SCP-682 is to be contained in sight, redacted for security reasons, at all times. The Foundation will use the best of its resources to maintain or land within 50 kilometers and keep them clear of any human development. Description: SCP-682 is a very large and vaguely reptile creature of unknown origins. It appears to be extremely intelligent and was observed to engage in complex communication with SCP-079 during their limited time of exposure. SCP-682 appears to have a hatred of all living things, which has been expressed in several interviews during containment. See Addendum 682-B. SCP-682 has always been observed to have extremely high strength, speed, and reflexes, though the exact levels vary with its form. SCP-682's physical body grows and changes very quickly, growing or decreasing in its size as it consumes or sheds materials. SCP-682 gains energy from anything it ingests, organic or inorganic. Digestion seems to be aided by a set of filtering gills inside of SCP-682's nostrils, which are able to remove unusable matter from any liquid solution, enabling it to constantly regenerate from the acid it is contained in. SCP-682's regenerative capabilities and resilience are absolutely staggering, and SCP-682 has been seen moving, speaking, and interacting with personnel, with up to 87% of its body destroyed or rotted away. In case of a containment breach, SCP-682 is to be tracked and recaptured by all available mobile task forces, and no teams with fewer than 7 personnel are cleared to engage it. To date, attempted breaches have numbered at 17, while successful breaches have numbered at only 6 so far. See Addendum 682-D. Addendum 682-B. This is a portion of a recorded transcript of, redacted for security reasons. Begin log. Doctor, redacted. Now, why did you kill those farmers? SCP-682. No communication recorded. Doctor, redacted. If you don't talk now, we will remove you from this attempt and place you back into SCP-682. Doctor, redacted. Pardon? Motions to move the microphone close to SCP-682. SCP-682. Doctor, speak up to personnel D-085. Move the microphone closer to the subject. SCP-682. Doctor, redacted to personnel D-085. Microphone has only so much gain. Move it closer to it. Personnel D-085. His throat's messed up, man. Look at it. He ain't talking. SCP-682 appearing to assault D-085's body.
Disgusting.
Doctor, redacted, retreats from the interview room. Ending log. Addendum 682 Termination Operation Log of Events 682-E18. Doctor, redacted, attempts to use SCP-409 on SCP-682. General, redacted, and Doctor, redacted, observing operations. Please note, the following log is not an audio log. and is simply a categorization and log of the events at the time. 0400 hours. Exposure. SCP-682 began to tear at the point of contact, causing massive trauma to the area. SCP-682 requests several times to know what it has been exposed to. 0800 hours. Crystallization begins, spreading much slower than normal. 1200 hours. SCP-682 shows signs of extreme pain and begins to have seizures. 1300 hours. Crystallization stops at 62% of the conversion, far below that of normal conversion rates. Crystallized area explodes, causing massive physical trauma to SCP-682. 1400 hours. SCP-682 recovers from exposure despite the loss of limbs and organs. SCP-682 begins regeneration, stating that it will attempt to kill and consume all the staff members involved in Event 682-E18. Addendum notes. SCP-682 appears now to be immune to SCP-409. The use of other SCP items to terminate 682 must now first be tested on samples of 682 before scale testing. In accordance with Dr. Redacted recommendations, see Document 27B-6, Dr. Redacted and Dr. Redacted have requested permission to attempt to terminate SCP-682 using SCP-689. The request is pending approval from the O5 Council. It has been suggested by Dr. Gears to use SCP-182 in an attempt to communicate with SCP-682. SCP-682 has expressed a distinct reluctance and refuses to enter the containment center of SCP-682 if at all possible. Addendum 682-F, Termination Log. This termination log will be entered into a separate SCP Foundation files video for your observation at a later date. Thank you very much for attending this briefing. We must apologize here at the SCP Foundation files for the lack of content as of late. We've had technical difficulties with a rogue AI infecting our hard drives. We have successfully managed to purge this AI and replace the drives with fresh ones. We're hoping to resume standard scheduling as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience,